Hello guys, welcome to League of Legends patch 6.10 rundown. So, first of all we have a new champion, her name is Taliyah. She's basically an earthbender, and in my opinion this was a mistake. This is probably the most powerful champion to date, literally. This champion allows players to cut the enemy team in half and force like a 3v5 or 2v5 team fight. You can literally create walls that last 6 to 8 seconds and span quarter of the map. This is extremely overpowered because you can use this to cut half the map off and tower dive bot with like 4v2. And there's nothing the enemy can do. There's no counterplay. They just have to sit there and take it. It would be okay if this was a tool that can be used to kill people in a team fight. Maybe, something that can let you just win team fights. Or maybe it would be okay if it was something that would let you have absolute objective control. But it's both. You can literally wall off Baron right before the smite and they won't be able to contest it. You can wall off the dragon right before the smite and they won't be able to contest it. You can even wall off their own inhibitor turret and they won't be able to contest it. A single player literally has absolute control of the entire map. This is the strongest champion ever made, the most powerful, the highest potential. It is crazy OP. Personally, I thought that the developers were like high on crack when they made people like Fizz and Ari and like Eloy and Kindred. But this is some next level stuff. This is a champion that you either pick or ban or you lose the game. Okay? If you're playing ranked, ban this champion or you will lose the game. It's like crazy. Alright, so let's just do a quick recap of her other abilities. Her passive is she basically gains movement speed when she's not in combat. But she only gets it next to terrain and structures. So like, you have to stick to walls and maybe your turret? I don't know. But you basically get 40% movement speed for free. And this lets this person be a jungler because in the jungle they're permanently going to have a, 20 to 40% movement speed boost. Or at least 30% because that's where it counts. It's like midway to late game. That's where you spend most of your time. Her Q is ridiculous. She can do 100 A base damage level 1 with a Lucian ult that has 5 shots. Another thing that makes this champion like a serious problem would be scripting. If someone is scripting this champion, they will basically have a permanent Lucian ult. The minimum cooldown is 4 seconds on this ability, and with 45% CDR, that is 2.2 seconds. Not only that, but when she's spamming her Q, she gets up to 20% movement speed. That means that if this champion is scripted, she will shoot 5 shards in the back of your head, and it doesn't matter how hard you're dodging, they're all gonna hit. Her W is a knockup. It does very little damage and it has very little scaling. Her E is this ridiculous AoE CC. Basically, it will hurt everyone in the area. And if they don't leave the area, they're gonna get hurt again. So it's 160 base damage with 80% AP. If you try to dash through this field, or if someone throws you in it, like a Lee Sin kick or an Azir ult, you could take up to 720 damage plus 160% AP. you know, that's a scary amount of damage, especially when she's gonna be W in you and Q in you. So that's 1280 base damage, 320% AP scaling. So yeah, this champion doesn't make much sense. It has, you know, usually when you get something, you're supposed to give something, so it would be balanced. You know, there would be an equilibrium. You know, if you're good at something, you should not be good at something else. But this champion has a high AP scaling ratios, high base damage, CC, and a skill that lets you win a game all by itself. Plus, they gave her some conditions where she moves faster, you know, 40% movement speed when she's not in combat, and 20% movement speed when she's in combat. And then she gets even some mana refunds. Like, they just put so much in this champion, it's ridiculous. It's like starting the game and being handed 10 grand gold. This is what it's like. Like, someone on the Riot Games team, like, they just had too much drugs. They just had way too much drugs. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the patch. The following champions have been buffed: Anivia, Cassiopeia, Ilaoi, Master Yi, Nocturne, Shyvana, Swain, Vel'Koz, Vlad. The following champions have been nerfed: Alistar, Aurelion Sol, Fiddlesticks. The following things have been nerfed: Ocean Drake, Mountain Drake. So I'm gonna go into a little bit more depth on the drakes and stuff, because it's a lot more different than just champions becoming weaker and stronger. The Ocean Drake no longer heals you in combat. The Mountain Drake, it used to amplify true damage. So if you would have the Mountain Drake buff, your smite would do 1100 damage instead of 1000 damage. And get this is important, because irony alert, the reason they nerfed Mountain Drake was because they said true damage in concept is supposed to be what you see is what you get. And the next thing on the list is the turret defense buff. When a turret has the backdoor buff, it only takes 33% true damage, which is kind of really funny and stupid, because they were just nerfing Mountain Drake because the amount of damage true damage was doing wasn't equal to the amount of damage true damage is supposed to do, so they're contradicting themselves with this. Anyway, the following items have been buffed: Blood Razor. That's it. The following summoner spells have been buffed: Ghost, Barrier. That's pretty much it for patch 6.10. Thank you for watching, please share this with your friends, and I will see you next time.